All right, gang, whiplash. Little under tempo, okay? Neiman, just do your best. There we go. 5, 6, and...
Ever watch a movie and got chills from a perfectly timed cut? Or maybe a YouTube video that kept you hooked from start to finish? Chances are, a video editor is behind that magic. So, what is a video editor? Is it someone who just cuts clips together? Or in the Filipino slang, mekos-mekos lang yan? Alright, let's dig in and find out what makes this role so creative and so essential in today's content-driven world. So, what is a video editor? A video editor is a storyteller. They take raw footage, hours of talking heads, B-rolls, shaky iPhone shots, and maybe even audio glitches and turn it into something engaging, emotional, funny, or all of the above. They're part artist, part technician, and part mind reader. Editors shape how a story is told, how fast it moves, what emotions you feel, and what you remember after watching. They're not just cutting footage, they're building experience. Let's rewind for a second. Literally. Before computers, editing was literal cutting and taping strips of film together. Mess up, you're back at square one with a razor blade and glue.
The editor, the man who cuts the film, has to make sure the sound matches the picture exactly.
3, take 1.
As the top of the clapperboard touches the bottom, the editor makes a mark on the pic.
Then came linear editing, using videotape machines, still clunky, but way faster.
Videotape recording is a method of storing pictures and sound signals from television cameras in such a way that they can be reviewed immediately.
Fast forward to the 1990s, and digital tools like Avid Media Composer and Final Cut Pro changed everything. Now, we've got fully digital non-linear editing systems, or NLEs like Adobe Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, and CapCut. Yes, even your phone is so powerful now. The tools got better, but guess what didn't change? The editor still needs taste, judgment, and a good sense of story. Not all editors are created equal. Different formats, industries, and audiences call for totally different styles. So let's break it down. These are your feature film pros. They shape long-form narratives, work closely with directors, and spend months and even years creating a final cut. Think of them as surgeons for storytelling. One misplaced scene and the whole emotional arc can fall flat. It's all about pacing, tone, and subtle emotional beats. TV editors have similar goals with film editors, but they work faster.
How long did it take you to cut that scene? Like to do a first presentable cut?
2 days.
They're dealing with episodic content, maybe multiple editors on a single show, and have to maintain consistency across episodes.
And not showing her get shot.
No, stop!
The emotional moment is like her death and Howard's reaction. It isn't about like the action of her getting, this isn't an action movie in that sense, right?
These editors are all about persuasion. They work with marketers and creative directors to tell stories in 15 to 60 seconds. Their work might include product videos, branded content, social ads, campaigns for TV or digital platforms. They focus on high-impact brand messaging and emotionally sticky edits that drive results. It's sales, but make it cinematic.
It's just a quick movement, and that color scheme really helps tie in that transition.
Here's where it gets spicy. Editors for content creators have to wear a lot of hats. Jump cuts, memes, retention hacks, humor, pacing that matches the creator's vibe. They're part editor, part community manager, part algorithm whisperer. Also, they work fast. Creators drop 1 to 3 videos per week, sometimes even more. Speed matters just as much as style. These editors sift through hours of real footage, interviews, archival materials, B-roll, and craft a story that's both factual and emotionally compelling. They're shaping truth, and with that comes a lot of ethical responsibility.
And one of the tricky things in the square is that let's show what the perspective of the characters and try as much as we can not to impose our perspective onto things.
What you choose to include, omit, or emphasize can completely change the message. These are your TikTok, IG Reels, Shorts editors. They get about 1 to 5 seconds to grab your attention. They know what's trending, how to crop for vertical, how to add captions, zooms, GIFs, stickers, and how to optimize for platform-specific behavior. They're constantly adapting because what works today might flop tomorrow. Okay, let's talk gears. Most editors today use nonlinear editors or NLEs like Premiere Pro, Final Cut, or Resolve, DaVinci Resolve, but there are also apps like CapCut or VN for mobile workflows. We've also got plugins, LUTs, templates, motion graphics, and a whole suite of tools to speed things up. Even AI is joining the party. Autocuts based on audio, caption generators, object removal, color grading with one click, and tools like Runway and Descript doing AI-driven editing. It's getting easier to start editing now, but it's harder to stand out because now everyone can edit. What separates pros are taste, timing, and judgment. Now, with all these tools, Premiere Pro, CapCut, AI plugins, you might think editing is just dragging clips, dropping transitions, and calling it a day. And sure, technically, anyone can learn the tools. But knowing how to use the scalpel doesn't make you a surgeon, right? And owning a Photoshop doesn't make you a designer. Which brings us to something a lot of people, especially businesses or agencies hiring creatives, tend to mix up. What exactly does a video editor do? And how is that different from a graphic designer, a motion designer, a social media manager, or a content creator? Okay, let's clear things up. Graphic designers work with still images, branding, and layouts. Motion designers create animated assets like intros, transitions, lower thirds, and more. And video editors, they are responsible for the entire narrative flow, combining visuals, audio, effects, music, pacing, and a lot more. Yes, the best editors often dabble in all three, but editing is its own beast. It's not just pushing buttons, it's knowing why to push them and when. So yeah, video editors aren't just the person who make things look cool. They're wearing multiple creative hats, often misunderstood, often underestimated, but absolutely essential. And if the lines of roles are already a little blurry now, just wait, because the world of editing, it's evolving fast. Let's talk about where things are headed and what the future of video editing actually looks like. The landscape is shifting. We're seeing cloud-based collaboration, vertical-first editing, AI-generated footage, interactive storytelling, real-time editing for live stream and events. But here's the deal. Even as tools evolve, the editor's job remains the same. Make people feel something, hold their attention, and tell a story that matters. So, what is a video editor? They're not just the person who puts clips together. They are story architects, emotion engineers, problem solvers, tech ninjas, and creative partners. And whether you're looking to hire one or you want to become one, just know that this role is becoming more valuable by the day. Found this helpful? Hit that like button and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section what kind of editing you're most interested in. And hey, next time you're amazed by a video you have just watched, please thank the video editor. They probably haven't slept in 2 days. Ciao!